So we got everything set up, at least we think we do. And I am the bioscience barracks person, and I have a production contract, and I'm green.
And your name?
Oh, I'm Cutter.
Or
And the person.
Oh, my friend? My friend is Hasib Syed.
I am Thomas the Seventh, since we're playing Generation 7. I got Malik Washington, who's running the robotics barrack. I start with my robotics die and one less crew member, one less colonist.
I'm Sarge, officer of the science barracks. My project manager is Nugent Chu.
I am Boozey McGee, and I'm in charge of the engineering barracks. Our ship's in trouble. And I have Zhang Li, the water analyst, under... She's a water analyst. She helps me brew beer. And I am Orange. Alright, so I guess I'll read the officer overview and insert it wherever. Welcome to your new shift. In order to better help you recover from hibernation, here is a brief refresher on our ship, its various locations, and the functions of those locations. Your ship's living space is the habitat. It's a multi-level hexagonal design with a windowless outer hull, maximizing protection against radiation and particle collision. It has artificial gravity provided by the ship's cycling between a constant state of acceleration and deceleration. Starting at age 10, every crew member is expected to perform a yearly routine of a 4-month duty shift, followed by an 8-month hibernation. Management of the ship is led by you and the other members of the command team and is supported by the 3 systems divisions: computer, power, and biosphere. Operations is where new operations tasks are acquired. Operations is up there. A meeting can be called by either an officer or a colonist, who will then perform the role of the operations chief until the next meeting. Karen is the name of the ship's artificial intelligence. Karen navigates the ship and monitors its systems.
Get it, Karen?
Assigning the ship's officers critical tasks when a component is in dire need of maintenance. A timely response to Karen's critical tasks will be of utmost importance to the success of the mission and is your duty as an officer. Ship stores, right there, is used to hold the resources needed for the completion of critical tasks assigned by Karen. Critical tasks contain group seats that are required to be filled, often by members of multiple barracks, to avoid the ship systems from degrading in performance. The system status indicators, right here, it goes green, yellow, orange, red, monitor the performance level of the 3 systems critical to the survival of the habitat. As a system degrades, seats within the division become unavailable for use. Labs produce resource tokens required for the completion of most critical tasks and all operational tasks. Centers are where operation tasks are completed and also provide other useful productivity tools. Additional barracks crew may be awakened from hibernation upon officer request at the medical center. Medical center's down here. Robotics provides robot units that can be programmed for a wide range of functions. Their tireless efforts are especially useful when assigned to critical task completion. It's good to have you back with us as we continue our 210-year voyage to the Epsilon Arandi system.
Okay, so in the first episode, there's really nothing too special except where we set up on the track and the cards that we put up at the top. So we're just going to run right into the introduction here. Your bodies breathe in the mist, absorbing the chemicals. Imaginary light flares in your minds as RAS inhibitors retreat. Each of you is eased into consciousness by a light chiming sound and a growing brightness. You fumble for your REM VR headsets and pull them off as your pods conclude their tests. Thousands of beads of moisture cover the glass, and all you see outside are lights and the vague shapes of technicians moving about. There is a distant, cold feeling as the needles retract from your spinal ports. Servos hums and your pods slide open and you stretch out the remaining stiffness in your muscles. Caffeine, someone croaks, eliciting a few chuckles. "Welcome back, Commanders," the lead technician says. "Commanders?" one of you asks, followed by, "Oh, right." "Stay put," the lead recommends. "The mental fog will pass in a few more seconds." By 0700 hours, you have each been led to your new personal quarters. Crew members passing you in the halls with wide, fascinated eyes. None of it truly feels real yet. Your personal quarters are spare. Small, fresh bouquets on your coffee tables, freshly pressed uniforms sitting upon pristinely made beds. The day's schedule appears on the wall in front of you as you shower. There is only one item: command team handoff meeting in operations at 0800. When you arrive at operations, only Commander Lewis, the senior-most commander of the previous shift, awaits you. She smiles, but you see the weariness on her face. "A few items to bring to your attention," begins Commander Lewis. "Ensign Lynn is pregnant, so her shift duration has been extended by 12 months. We've had 2 fatalities during the course of our shift. One of natural causes and one accidental death in ship stores involving a loader robot malfunction. We've taken that series offline and are in the process of running a full diagnostic." Care N reported in the status of the robotics. "Diagnosis 87.6 complete," chirps Care N in the ship's artificial intelligence. Commander Lewis returns her attention to you. "I expect you'll want to bring a robot unit online and run a test cycle to monitor the results. Otherwise, the ship's system are all green. The command is yours." So our plot for this one is to just complete one round of play, because obviously this is the learning one, and we're going to actually advance right after that. So critical tasks. Draw critical task cards, placing them in the critical task row.
Yeah.
For 4 players, on round 1, we draw 2 critical tasks.
So we're doing that now?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's got it right there. So they're
Both biosphere division. And we need 3 of a kind. And we need 4 or more, 2 or less, and 4 or more. And then we roll our dice. And I got nice low rolls as normal.
I was gonna say, is it only on the robot that a 1 matters? Boo.
I think only on my robot, unless yours says otherwise.
Alright, in
Yeah, you
clockwise.
said it down here, I think.
Okay.
In clockwise order, start with the operations chief. Players will each take turns choosing a crew die from their barracks to place in an unoccupied seat.
If I go here and you and Jeb don't want to put your force here,
Then you can't do it.
Then I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So are you all willing to put your 4s in there?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have to use
We
3
have to spend 3.
of the screw. I need to learn terms. So I need
Oh
a
no,
cheat
just
sheet
do
so
pictures.
bad. So then we all get 3 merits?
Yep.
Except for you. So
Yeah,
I did a
true.
thing. Is that it? Does
Yeah.
it go to the next person?
Yep.
So Sarge?
Do we want to knock out our chemical leak?
I feel like those are really bad. Like, not taking care of them is going to mess us up.
I can do a 4+.
I can do a 2.
Oh, I got the
He's
2.
got the 2.
Oh, I can do a 5 then.
So we move up 3.
3.
So,
Where's my ship's log? I need to know people's names.
Purple and yellow go up.
So
that
that's
was
why
you.
we need to call him by
That's it all like me.
his name. Where's the ship?
What?
Ship log.
Oh.
Jeb lost it.
I know.
It's
He
on
keeps
the back of
calling,
that.
keep calling people by their real name. I want to call people by their...
You really gonna call him Boozey for the whole thing?
Boozey McGee,
Maybe
get
I'll
it
call him just
straight,
McGee.
man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna call him dumbass.
You can call me Mr.
So
McGee.
we could call him Mickey.
Hey! Wow! Ow! Hey, new guy. You don't understand. This is a pick on Jeb table.
Alright, so I guess I will place this here. And that
Where's
says
manufacturing
gain the
center?
indicated number of things, so I get a
Where's
3.
manufacturing center? Okay.
For your seat, each other crew currently seated at the chem lab gains 1 additional for their barracks, and I'm not going to do the donate, so that's it for my action.
So you got resources.
Yep, 3 chemicals for my beer.
With its owner's permission, retrieve a previously seated colonist and return it to its barracks. The colonist owner may re-roll the die once if desired. Jeb, may I pull one of your colonists back from its seat?
What, here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, I re-roll it.
Not bad.
Nice. That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
I mean,
That's awesome. What are you
pretty
talking
No, I
about?
mean, it's good for me, but why?
It's a
Because
co-op.
it's a co-op game, fool.
Oh. I was
Oh
gonna
my
say, I thought you
gosh.
hate me.
No, but you had the least dice, so I...
Oh.
So we can use this at any time? It doesn't have
On
any
your turn.
requirements.
If it has a requirement, I'll say.
At any time during their turn, or when contributing crew to a group, a player may play as many file cards from their hand as they desire.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my 1 where you were, Jeb.
Nice.
What is that? It gains me 3,
3 chemicals.
right? And then what can I do to get merits? Donate what?
Donate 3
3
or
or
6. If you donate 3, you get 1 merit. If you donate 6, you get 2 merits.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm not
You
gonna
get 2?
take any of them, and however many I get for 3, I
So you're
get.
going to donate 3?
Yep.
Is it,
So
is
you
it
get
donated
1 merit.
there?
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so how many did I get?
1.
Plus my
Plus 1 for that.
that one.
I
I
thought
have my
Plus you get another?
yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to go there, I guess. And I don't understand what happens.
So, it says place your hibernating crew marker into the recovery room, which yours is already in
Purple.
it. So, you do the or, exchange your hibernating crew marker in the recovery room with one of your
Die.
colonist dice from the supply. So now when we
When we
retrieve,
recover, you'll get that.
you get that.
Yes, sir.
So I get 5
Wow.
computer chips. I'm going to donate 3. I get 2. Alright. And then I'm going to use my file card. I gain 5 nuts and screws. Everyone else gains 2 nuts and screws.
Oh, just because? I like that.
Yeah.
You get 5,
I get 5.
and I get 2. Gary gets 2.
Alright, so I use this card. Does it get discarded or put at the bottom?
Yeah, at the bottom. Fix up.
And then, so for my system maintenance card, I have the 2 chips and I have 2 nuts and screws. So
Nice.
That's completed.
Yep.
Nice.
So I go up 7.
Yep.
And you keep that just by you because that at the end of the game does stuff, right? For how many you completed? Is that right?
I think
No, or is that
The
the
ones
other
that you don't
I think
complete
each
are
one
going to
is
be
worth a
negative.
star or something.
Yeah. Alright, so it's when you place your officer is when the
crossroad?
crossroad
So-
card goes off. Okay.
Number
So-
4.
I place my officer.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you did.
So one of us here, Gary, you take
What
it.
happened?
He placed an officer, so see if that triggers.
Yes.
Okay.
Each
so-
player barracks has at least 1 unseated colonist die. Oh no,
You have an officer.
I don't have a colonist.
Right.
Never mind. So it did not trigger.
So
My bad.
it goes on the
So
bottom.
it goes on the bottom.
Alright, so for my turn, I'm going to place my officer there.
All right.
So crossroad card. Oh, actually.
Nope.
When you completed your card, I think you had to do that to do it, right? Because it's a blue card.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I'd have to do one.
So
You have to place there.
So placing on here, you draw 2 and keep 1, and then the optional thing is to complete 1 data center operations task, which is the blue.
Yeah,
I
so
have
you
to draw 2 and keep 1?
no, you
You've
actually
not
have
placed-
to
you've
put
not
your
placed your
die
die
in
there?
there.
So you can't complete that card until you've...
Well, so on your turn, you place that to
Yeah.
gain the
So I haven't
resources.
So yeah,
You
so
haven't
just
completed
just
it.
Get your
Yeah.
resources
get your
back
resources
and move your
back.
points back. Or
What were the
It was 2 and 2.
2 and 2? And then the points.
Your merits.
Yeah.
I mean, you can complete it in a minute.
Yeah,
Right.
on my next turn. I'll-
It just
I'll do it.
that clicked when I was reading the optional thing. So you said my trigger didn't happen, so I draw 2 and I keep 1.
I'm just gonna slide my die down here and gain 5 chems.
So I'm going to place my dude there, so somebody need to do one of those.
Yes, I'll take the deck if you or whatever. Who's your person?
Malik, Washington.
Nope, this does not go off then.
Doesn't something happen here where everybody can join me or something?
What's the optional
Just
thing
call it a
say?
meeting.
Robots are not allowed to be seated. Operations Chief, gain Operations Chief badge, which I already have. Operations in the meeting. In clockwise order, following the Operations Chief, each barracks may immediately join the meeting by seating an officer or colonist at operations. Gain Operation Task cards per the Operation Meeting rules, which is this, I think,
Yeah.
which is just 2 cards plus 1 per person, or 2 times the number of people plus 1.
So in clockwise order.
So if you wish
If you
to
wanted
put a
to.
die to join the meeting to get more cards, same with you.
Sure, why not?
I go before you.
What's your number? So I don't move it.
3. I don't think it matters in
Nah. But
I
since
don't
you
know.
place that, does your crossroad card need to be checked?
Mm-hmm.
Do what? Oh,
Mickey
Mickey.
placed his.
But
Yeah.
so did Gary.
I already
He already
checked for
checked me.
Gary.
Oh, I guess so, right?
Yeah. That's not happening.
Okay.
Wow, you're quick.
No, it was officer.
All right, so now I'm drawing 9 of these.
Oh yeah, because everybody's in there.
6, 7, 8, 9, and then
Probably shouldn't be, but we are. We don't know yet.
and then it goes by the highest, but that's me.
That sucks.
You already have a strategy. You know what you're looking for, because I have no clue.
Yeah, a card in my hand says I need certain cards, and that card wasn't in there. So
And then the second one is optional, but I don't know why you would. Is there no negative effect for taking?
if
one
you
of
don't
those
complete the task, you get the
You get the
lose
negative.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I don't want another one. I don't know.
I don't either, because I don't.
I got a
don't.
handful of cards.
We
I
only
know.
have 3 rounds left after this, and I don't know what's going to happen when we flip the page. I don't want one.
Smart.
So I'm the idiot.
Maybe.
Hope so.
How's Jeb out of dice already? You already gave him one back, and he's still
I
out.
thought you were going to the data center.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
to
you got
complete
some.
your card.
You got something new instead.
Well, this is still in your hand. Don't forget.
Well, unless he's doing it. But...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he's doing something different.
Alright, I get 5.
You can only have 15 of each type. Is that
Yeah.
Don't
not
forget your
total?
resources there.
Okay. So I can donate 6.
Yep. To get 2 merit. I have no dice, so I think I have to pass.
I pass.
I'm out of dice.
Alright, so that's
You-
Alright, so after the player turns step, I have 1 crew in operations, and I have more in power than any other player. So I completed this.
Ooh, nice.
I also have 1 in operations and more in biosphere than any other player.
So, are these out of the...
You just keep it by your board.
Right.
Yeah, because the stars we don't get till the end of the...
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Whole
you're
scenario.
gonna go up here?
No,
That
those
star's
are
different than
it
the
has
wings.
like a wings around
Yeah,
it.
it has this image on it if it moves up.
Is that what's the next step of the round?
I forgot. Let's see. Critical task cards that have not been completed now trigger.
We completed them all.
We did.
Crew retrieval.
So my ability here says at round end gain 2 merit if your barracks contributed crew to more than one critical task this round.
So you
Round
So-
end is step 7.
Right, but
If
I'm
we wanna
saying
go
if
through-
he's saying
Yeah, but we're done with player turns.
Okay.
So we did this. Cause
right, but what I'm saying is crew retrieval happens before the round end. I'm just saying that I contributed to more than one.
Yes. I believe you.
So, okay.
I see it
Good.
because of me.
Yes, actually.
Let's see. So we all take our die back. Oh, I'm taking blue. See what happens, Jeb, when I don't play blue?
Well, that was random, so you didn't get your choices.
I know. Help.
Purple. Alright.
So these are gone.
Seats are cleared of disabled markers, and seats are covered by failure markers for divisions with degraded systems. So we have nothing that was degraded.
Right.
So don't lose any seats. End of round effects occur, followed by the end of round plot advance effects.
So I'll go
Alright,
up to
When can I use...
what?
So, from the operations meeting, I could discard a card.
When you were in the discard, you mean?
Yeah, when we were doing this. I
Did
could-
you, if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
If
fine
you,
with
I
that.
mean,
So then, if I discard... Alright, so I discard a card.
That stays
That
on your
stays
board.
in
That
Next
stays,
forever.
oh, until I
Permanent
get
ability.
another one?
Nope.
When you get another one, you can rearrange them however you would like.
You can only have 2 face up, but you can hold 4, and the other 2 go face down underneath. And
Which powers
boost
it
them.
up.
Yeah.
End a round with at least 12.
So I could actually use this
Never
again?
mind.
Oh.
That is not what I need.
yeah, those are constant effects.
Yep.
So if you want to try to upgrade them or get new ones, that's what that spot's for.
Yep.
And plot advance effects, which we're going to flip the page in just a second, and then if it was not the final round, we continue. So the advance is, after completing round 1, proceed to 1.02.
So we do this?
I don't know if we moved that yet or not. Do we?
Or we all go around?
Yeah, we got, well, I mean,
It doesn't
I mean,
say
it-
to yet,
it'll
but yeah,
eventually.
I'm sure.
but-
robotics diagnostic has been completed, chimes Karen. While no conclusive reason for the error has been found, the faulty robot loader line has been decommissioned as a safety precaution, and the robotics section is now fully operational. Now that we once again have our artificial teammates working alongside us, Karen continues, the rest of the crew now has an increased capacity for additional operations tasks. Plot, hold an operations meeting with all officers in attendance.
All officers.
That's what it says.
Okay.
Special setup, place the plot advance marker on round 2. So the pause goes up to round 2, right?
I don't know.
What
Yeah,
is that?
plot advance is the pause button. So
And then if round 2 ends with all officers in operations, skip to the plot advancement section of 1.03. If the round 2 ends without all officers in operations, proceed to setback effect.
oh, so we have to hold the meeting.
So,
With officers.
Yeah.
and this one is...
And so it gives
Oh, and that's
te-
when the setback
so it
happens?
tells you if it's a setback or not.
So this one affects setbacks.
Uh-oh.
So we put the officers in, we can't take them out or something. I don't know what's going to trigger them coming out.
Well, I mean, we might have to make a decision if there's a critical thing because of our dice roll that we can't finish. Are we going to take the penalty here, or are we going to take the penalty of a setback?
Right.
That's the thing.
So,
That
Was
goes
it-
up at the.
Yeah,
So
that's
we don't
automatic.
have to do that. The plot. That's. Or
we
what,
don't
I
have
think
to, but there's a setback that occurs if
Okay.
you don't. And once a setback happens,
Just the
also
fact that they call it a
flips.
plot
Do
means
we know what the
nothing to
setback
me.
is, or is it a
So,
random
like,
thing that
We don't
card
know.
we draw?
I guess you can call it a goal because it was
Okay.
complete one round of play, and now it's hold an operations meeting with all officers and lieutenants.
Does it say what the setback is if we don't do it, or
Nope. If we
No.
go to
Oh, just
one,
look at the next.
we
page.
go to-
Yeah.
we go to the setback effect on the next one, or the regular on
Or the
next one,
advancement.
right.
Okay. So it's a surprise.
All right, so
Back
now
to
we're
the
back to 1. So we critical cards.
3 now
Yep.
for next round.
No, 3
I know it's 9 of our 16 dice.
would behoove us to wake up some more people.
Yes,
That's
it
why I did
would.
Oh boy.
Roll
Those are some
crew.
big numbers.
Roll the crew.
Your robot can count as 2.
In
Oh.
certain spots only.
Right.
I mean, for these.
Boy, my rolls
Not
suck.
if I roll horribly, my robot can't go anything. Alright, so I'm still first, right?
Yes.
I
New
could
guy
do
here.
my robot as a 1, then a 2, and then you can do the 3, right? Is that how you read that? +1, +1, plus?
Yes, because the
Yes,
robot splits.
you can do a 1 and 2,
And then
that's
Jeb can
perfect.
do the 3,
Yep.
and then
So-
Jeb and I get 3. Sorry,
So,
Boozey McGee
these
and
are
I
3.
get 3.
1, 2, 3. And,
And
you
purple.
are purple.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Oh, right, the yellow cards?
I get.
Or the blue cards, which one are you talking?
These
We don't
ones that
have
gave this,
Is there a
these are the permanent effects, but these were the like that
Boosters.
instant stuff.
Where you got the
Right,
Reese's
exactly.
That's fine. Roll 1.
I'll go here.
die. Oh, Jeb's getting cards.
When you did that, we were supposed to take 6 out of there.
Yep. Right.
6
6 blue.
nuts and bolts.
Nuts and
Oh,
bolts.
I'm sorry.
Just it's a
I was
blue
looking at
card.
the
Yeah,
card.
I know.
Alright.
I'll forgive you this time.
Alright, and then I will do the optional terminal thing. Complete 1 data center operations task. So I've got. I cannot do that. I'm an idiot.
We'll forgive you.
Oh, I'm gonna do that on the medical center.
So now the interesting thing here, it says when you place here, one of the options is place your hibernating crew marker into recovery room.
Uh-huh.
So these, I assume, are just staying out until you place to put them
Right,
back
because
in,
then
and
you-
place again to switch.
Exactly.
So,
So
it's making you spend
it's
even
harder.
more.
Mhm.
And in only 4 rounds, it's sort of not
Yeah.
worth it at that point. That's where I was trying to figure out, is it worth it?
I think that's where my last
So I'm going to go here and get 5. And then I will donate 3 for a merit. Is that all that says there to do?
Yep.
And I can do this at any time, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then I will save it until I have a plan. I'm done.
Anybody want to give up their 4 and 6? 4 or 6 die?
I've got
I
a
have the 5.
6.
I can go with the 6.
Or 4
Well, it
or
doesn't
5.
matter
Oh,
which
that's
one
right.
it is.
Because
Nice.
Oh, wait. We don't have... Oh, yeah, we do. We have 3.
Alright,
We
so
need
you
to start donating.
so we all get
You all
3
three get
except
3.
for
Yellow.
Okay.
Boozy.
Alright, so blue goes up 3. Purple goes up 3. And your
Green.
green. Alright.
I wonder where old Boozey was on for that one.
Probably drunk.
Alright.
I go. I'm going to place this here. So yellow puts it in there. And then I can do the optional complete 1 medical center. Which this time I'm not an idiot, I think. I can spend 2 nuts and 2 vials.
They're Oh my gosh.
You got file nuts.
To get 7 merits, please.
7.
Yellow goes up 7. And then I can play this as well.
5, 6, 7.
You may play this after you complete a medical center task. Gain 3 merits.
3 more.
Why do you get 7?
Because I completed it.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
I guess this goes under here.
Okay, so I'm going to go to my private chem lab. I'm going to gain 5 of these. And then I'm going to spend 3 of these.
Screws or chemicals?
Oh, chemicals. But can I have 2? Because I'm going to spend 3 of them. And I can select a crew die in the recovery room, re-roll it, and place it in its barrack. I will select myself. Thank you.
Darn tootin'.
Wait, you get...
In the recovery.
In the recovery room.
Yeah.
And I get a 2, because I suck.
This means he gets it early. Oh, do I want to be first player again? Does it matter? I don't know if it matters.
Well,
Can I have a 3?
we have, no, we don't have the 4s.
I'm calling the captain's meeting.
We're not going to get that done.
Yeah, but it's only
It's only a -1.
-1. He said we can. So do we have to pull these out for everybody?
If everybody's placing their things in.
Is that how it works?
I don't.
I believe it's every time one of those dice are
An
placed.
officer's set.
Yeah. And plus it says clockwise orders.
In the case of multiple officers seated during the same turn, evaluate the crossroad card's trigger against all the just seated officers. If multiple officers could trigger the card, it is triggered by the one controlled by the player closest to the active player.
Oh,
So-
so just one.
So it just
So-
happens.
Right, so you
Once.
draw it and then you figure out which
So there's a higher chance now since all of us.
right.
Does a player have Hasib?
No, it has
Yeah.
a relationship.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you-
me.
That's you.
Okay, so that means
Way to care about your
This
people.
happens.
I keep forgetting that it's not us. It's a
Yeah, it's kind of an odd concept because
Yeah.
I'm not controlling 10 people or
Yeah.
something. The player has a relationship with Hasib said, "Do you ever wonder about the yearly update files we receive from Earth?" Hasib asks during your weekly meeting. "Well, I reviewed them, all of them. I even ran them through a computer simulation model using our history archives as a baseline. You know what I found?" You shake your head curious where he's going with this. "Earth is way too predictable," he says excitedly. "Population growth, economy, geopolitical events, all the data from yearly updates fall within a 2% error margin of my simulation. How can a mass of humanity spread across an entire planet not be more chaotic?"
Okay, now this is not like Dead of Winter. You do not give me the answers, just the questions.
Option 1. All it means, Hasib, is you've made a great simulation, but it's just a simulation. Nothing more. I wouldn't let this interfere with your work. Or option 2. Hasib, are you suggesting it's possible that our yearly updates are faked rather than being actual event reports? That's a very disturbing proposition.
Time to get rid of Hasib.
Option 2.
You're picking option 2?
I am picking option 2.
It has a heart half colored in +1. Is that on here?
That's right there.
Oh, this thing.
We
So
go
heart
+1.
goes up. Write CB4 in the crew log section of the ship log.
Ship log.
At the bottom.
Just at the bottom.
Crew
of the
log
note.
section. Is that
Oh, crew log, yeah, up there.
What am I?
And CB4?
Oh, because we're going to add those cards.
Yep.
See.
There's something,
So-
a foul.
And then
about
that's
this.
out of the game forever.
Forever, ever?
Ever. Well, for the
Forever,
campaign.
ever, ever. We resolved the meeting, right? Or I assume you're calling a meeting.
Yes.
Do 9 of those.
Yep.
Ugh. I don't want more cards.
Oh, we have to take one, don't we?
At least
7,
one.
8, 9. Why would we have a meeting when we could... I was taking all the ones with the highest points, now I should keep taking the other ones. Like, I can't complete it all.
I'm going to use my task reassignment.
Oh, to
That is
discard.
such a good thing.
You just whenever you can do that. That's awesome.
Once per turn, or...
Once per meeting,
meeting?
called.
That's pretty sweet.
Taking another one, Gary.
No.
I'm I'm not taking it. And you're taking it.
Nope.
Everybody's like,
Don't
screw
check it
that.
out. Well, you know, until
I
we
know.
figure out.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All right, so.
Alright, since we're not going to be able to complete that,
Wait, are we absolutely sure we
I
can't?
will go ahead.
There's only
I will go
Nobody
ahead
has
and
four.
One, two,
get
and
my
two.
other crewmate.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Hibernation. And it seems like we're going to need them. And then we're all out of... I know you have...
Boozey's out.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I had one on earlier and he grabbed his out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any of those yet, so I guess I'll get some. So I get 2.
I'm going to go here. My reprogram, retrieve a robot die that is seated or in the supply. I don't know where the supply is. I can retrieve a robot die from there. Set it to any desired value and place it in its barracks.
Oh.
Oh,
so
you
you
could-
could.
so you could-
Oh, if we...
so we could have... I might have been able to... Well,
I had a 2. What did you... What did you place?
I placed a 2.
Oh, we still couldn't have done it. Because that one, this card doesn't split.
Oh,
he doesn't.
can't
He
use-
can't.
you can't
It's
use
only
the
if you
robot,
have the
yeah.
little thing
Yeah.
can you
12-sided
split
die
them.
icon, yeah.
Yep.
Do I go into seat 3, then 4?
Yeah. They snaked it.
So
you
divide
get
by 2,
6.
so I get 6.
Wow.
So if you donated 6, you would go up 2.
I kind of feel like I need resources to get rid of some of these cards.
Yeah.
The last seat you get a minus.
Yeah.
I think
Already?
that's all dice.
We're done?
I think it is. Mm-hmm.
So we get our dice back?
System failure.
Yes.
That goes
order,
down.
Power system down 1. Beep. Crew retrieval.
I mean, some of the end of the round things are affected by where your people are.
I know. That's why I was like, the way they have the order.
Oh, because of the end of the round. Yeah. Wait. I mean, you gotta, I guess, pay attention to your card and be
Right.
like, hey, I got this.
So I guess we failed it. It goes away, right?
Is that where the...
Yeah, it always gets swept.
That was from round 1.
Gotcha. Crew retrieval update status. Seats are cleared of disabled markers, and seats are covered by failure markers for divisions with degraded systems.
Okay, so that's degraded, so we lose seat 4, right?
Is it
Or is
degraded
it
here
seat
or
one?
when we get there?
Okay, for each system division with a degraded status, which the power has a degraded status,
It does.
use failure markers to cover any seats within that division that match the pips at or to the left of their status indicated marker.
So it was a 1.
So when it's at
Oh,
the
so
2s,
one
it covered
gets-
both spots?
So when
Yeah,
we
that's
go
what
to orange,
Gary
it would
said.
get rid of 1 and 2.
Way to go, Jeb.
Yeah, actually, I can't say anything. It is my barracks.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking.
Think we're ready to advance?
time? Right?
Oh, yeah. So
We did.
we
hold
have,
captains.
if round 2 ends with all officers in operations, which it did, skip to the plot advancement section of 1.03.
First shift.
Setback effect, plot advancement. Here we go. As you settle into your seat for another operations meeting, a group of crew members is discussing an unusual operations task entry that has just appeared on the system log. The task reads, disable Karen's access to atmospheric control, install command safeguards on airlock. This doesn't make any sense, someone says. Karen makes minor adjustment to habitat's atmosphere all the time. And the airlock? Its usage is off limits. Why do we need new safeguards? The task creator's ID is listed as Commander Avery Duran, a name you don't recognize. When you attempt to bring up Duran's crew record, the vid screens in operations become briefly garbled with junk text before going blank. Karen, status report on the computer system. The main computer and all support systems are functional, Karen responds. There are several file access errors being reported from the operations program. I recommend purging the memory and debugging the operations task system before any further harm is done. You look around the room nervously at each other. What happens next? Players vote advance. After discussing your options as a group, select your next goal by player vote. Each player must vote with a thumbs up or down. The number of votes a player casts is equal to their officer's rank. So we're all rank 1.
Yep.
In addition to the player votes cast now, you will also add a number of votes equal to the current value of the brain heart track marker. Example, if this marker is currently on 2 of the head things, 2 votes will be cast for the head option.
Oh.
So
the
it's
heart option has 1 vote on it.
right, so it's automatically got a heart option. Alright.
Interesting.
Once the votes have been cast and tallied, set that marker to 0 and proceed to the winning options indicated page. Alright, so thumbs up is the brain thing. Follow Karen's recommendation and debug the operations task system. Seek the source of the mysterious operations task as well as the data corruption and proceed to 1.04. Thumbs down. Complete the mysterious operations task, believing it to be a warning. Remove Karen's access to atmospheric control and and place the command-only safeguards on the airlock. And then proceed to 1.06.
So is it the computer that's malfunctioning or the human that doesn't exist? Is
The Avery guy. Uh-oh.
I think we need to check the system and see if somebody's hacking.
So you're saying go with Karen?
Thumbs up then, you think. But if the heart thing is anything related to like what my card was?
Yeah.
I mean, if we change the access, then only we have access to it, so it seems like it's not hurting us? Like,
Yeah, but what
if mysterious Avery has access
what
to
if
it?
Avery's a bad guy and he's trying to shut off Karen from stopping him?
So he can do something.
Yeah.
Oh!
So somebody might want to try to throw something out the airlock where Karen could shut it down. And they want to make sure Karen
Throw
can't
you
shut
out
it
the
down.
airlock, that'd be great.
No.
Alright, I'm thumbs up.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Look at, so that's
3
So
up,
it's 3 to
down.
2.
3 to 2 for thumbs up. So we are going to follow Karen's recommendation and debug the operations task system. Seek the source of the mysterious operations task, as well as the data corruption.
And that got reset
you
to 0.
fools!
Oh, if we're never gonna hear the end of it if this is bad. 1.04. You decide to debug the operations task code. Normally, this task would be assigned to a tech team, but you decide to do it yourselves, along with a specially selected group of trustworthy crew. The last thing you want is a simple error damaging ship-wide morale. So for now, you're keeping it a secret. So our assignment is to debug, or the plot is to debug the operations task code. Special setup. Place plot advance marker on round 4. So all the way to the end now. And
Oh, we don't advance it until round 4,
Right.
but we're moving to round 3.
Yep.
I got it.
if any officer is seated at the data center, a player may spend 3 chips, or techs, on their turn to add 1 check to this page. Limit once per turn.
What does this page mean?
I guess, like,
You
literally
just
this
check the
page.
page.
If the number of checks on this page is equal to or greater than the number of players, you have debugged the operations. Oh, no!
So,
And
in
only
2 rounds.
officers can do it?
In 2
Yeah.
rounds, we have to send 5 Or 4?
Greater or
All 4?
equal to.
All 4 of our officers back to the operations center?
No, they
the
need to
data
go.
But
to
you
the
have to
data
also
center.
be able to spend, well, and then there's, well,
So
there's
our
enough
officers
in there
down here?
already.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, no,
Okay.
you have to put the officer
They're
there
there.
and spin
And-
3 computer chips to get the check mark.
Officers seated a player. If an officer is seated there, a player may spend 3. Does that mean a different player can spend the 3?
I would think it's the person who played it.
I know, but it's not worded that way.
it isn't. It says a player may spend on, it says on their turn, so I guess it's limit once per turn. So it sounds like if somebody places it there, then everybody on their turn can spend 3, and that officer is doing the work.
If any officer is seated
That
there,
thematically makes sense.
So you're saying if you place the
If
officer, Steve
we're all
could
working
pay the
together.
if any officer is placed there, so as
Right.
long as there's
Oh,
one
okay.
officer there,
That we can all do it.
we can all spend 3 on our turns to
Yes.
get the check mark.
Oh, so as long as just one officer
Yes.
sitting there on
Yes.
your turn, you can spin the 3?
Yes.
Oh.
Limit once per turn.
So that means...
Oh, so you could spend... So I could put the officer there, you could spend 3, you could spend 3, you could spend 3.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's not as bad as
hard.
it sounded. Other than, spending your tech on that instead of this.
Although I feel like that's way too easy.
How? Everybody's got to spend 3. I only have 2 right now.
Not everybody, though.
Come on.
Once per turn, I could spend 3
I
multiple
understand. I
times.
know, but my point is that it's got to sit there, and doesn't necessarily mean we
Right.
can
Yeah.
immediately go around the table and do it.
Right.
No, you're right, but
Especially when that one's based on what die you
Yeah,
put in
that's
there.
the
Like I
harder
got
part.
2 because I had a crap die.
are we actually checking the book, or
and
we
so-
just put?
We can put
We
these
can-
as checks.
I was gonna say.
Well, there's plenty of
You
room.
have checks there. That's what it means. Probably put the.
Well, I
green-
mean, yeah.
Well,
green
the check marks
here.
are for some of that, but I mean,
No, there's a crap ton of check marks. So it's gotta be.
it's
one.
easy enough to check in there, and then I can scrape them out if you played again. Big deal.
Why don't we
It's
My
your
game.
book. I don't
I
care.
know.
I'm
I'm
still
just,
saying
I
that,
didn't even
that
say
is what the
anything.
green checks are for.
let me turn this up for you.
Why are you giving me the finger?
I don't
Why
know.
didn't do anything.
All right.
If round
We gotta move
4,
this to round 3 now.
if round 4 ends and you have debugged the operations task code, skip to the plot advancement section of 1.05. If round 4 ends and you have not debugged the operations task code, proceed to the setback effect.
The Wayback Machine.
Dun, dun, dun.
So next round.
Oh, this sucks.
So draw
Critical
holes.
tasks. 4
So
of
now
them?
it's 4 of them.
It's going to
Hey,
be 4
look,
for the
only
rest
a-
of the game, too.
They're
They're lesser dice numbers.
Oh my goodness.
That's a crap ton.
but robots can be used to split that too.
Oh.
Oh, and
If
just
it's
make it
equal,
equal. It's
yeah.
good.
If I roll an
Right.
odd number.
Nobody's got a robot except you.
Yeah, but
We can
you
get
can
'em.
exchange one crappy die for a robot.
Yeah, look what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, some decent die this time.
I'm going to do favorable trade. Discard any 3 resource tokens from my barracks to the supply to gain any 5 resource tokens in turn. I'm going to get rid of those 3.
To gain 5.
Yeah. 2 blue and 3 green. And I'll put my dude there. I have to draw 2 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does this one go on the bottom?
Yeah.
I guess I can wait until I got the second card I want to put at the bottom. Okay. Is there a limited number of these cards I can use per turn?
I don't think
Say anything
so.
about the cards?
Don't think so.
Okay. I gain 5 data and everybody else gains 2.
Oh wow. I don't mind that one bit.
2 data.
5.
This is going to help us with our... And then I'm allowed to complete one
Blue one.
blue one,
Yep.
which is 2 of those and 2 greens. So I need 1 green back.
Are you spending the 3 chips to
I
get a
will.
check? Okay.
So I get 7 merit.
For purple. 1, 2,
And
3,
also,
4, 5, 6.
Can you hand me the crossroad card?
Oh,
Is your
right.
dude?
I did do that. And then I completed this so it goes back in here, right? Or do I keep that till the end?
Just hold on to it. That's what I've been doing. Alright, so the crossroad card goes off. 2 or more critical tasks are from the same division. So we got 2 green. You want to know the name of the card? Sabotage.
No!
Oh.
The flow of critical tasks continues steadily day by day. It's to be expected of a ship this size, and in reality, most of the tasks have been predicted and scheduled. But lately, you worry you've spotted a pattern in the tasks that appear. Every other week, a number of critical tasks seem to primarily target one division, and once a division has been targeted, it is not targeted again until the others have also been targeted. It fits a consistent cyclical pattern, and it's starting to unnerve you. Option 1. You admit to yourself that you're under a lot of stress and are starting to see saboteurs in simple coincidences. Option 2. It's impossible to shrug off this many coincidences. You decide to keep your eyes open for any sign of saboteurs.
Option 2.
So +1 on the heart. Choose a division right now. Next round, after the roll crew step, place one of your colonist dice into the recovery room. If there are 2 or more critical tasks within the division you chose, discard one of them now.
Power division.
I think that's a good reminder.
And then, before my turn ends, I'm going to spend my 3 to get a check.
I'll go ahead and add my officer.
You don't have to.
I think we need to.
No, as long as there's a officer seated, you can spend 3.
You can do it on your turn.
You can
just
do it.
Like, you can just spend it. Because he's like sitting there manning the computer, and you're just feeding him.
You're feeding the data or whatever. I don't know.
And that would get another check mark.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Really?
check mark.
So the first thing you have to do is draw 2 cards and keep 1.
And keep
Oh, you found it?
Alright.
And then the optional
here,
thing is
the
to
previous
complete
seat
a blue card,
has to
which
be-
looks like you're willing to do.
Alright, so I'm going to do this. So I go up 7.
Alright.
17. So I'll get rid of these. This goes here. No, we're keeping this.
We're keeping it just in case we get
Alright.
something for it. I don't know.
So,
Although I think we're supposed to discard them. But
I'm going to place this here. So draw the top 2 and keep 1. And then I think I can complete this now. So it says have at least 1 focus schema, which I now have. At least 2 file cards, which I have. 2 file cards. And 3 operation task cards. So I've got 3 operation tasks. So at once. So that's completed. That's it for me.
did you want to spend 3 to give us the check mark?
I want to.
But you chose to not.
well, he doesn't have
I don't
3.
have 3.
Yeah, well, he went there and
Oh,
started
yeah.
somewhere else to gain the...
Alright, so I'm going to put that there.
So you get 5.
Yes.
You got.
And then you could trade in 3 or 6 to get merits. What was that?
Mark.
Oh,
Check
he's
mark.
going for check. We only need 4? Or how many?
No, we
Correct.
need...
1
Number-
per person, right?
Equal to or greater than.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
for some reason I thought it said like 1 more than the number of players. Like, God, this is like
Can I get 4 tools?
management hell.
Thank you.
This is work, not a game.
So, round up. That's 3, I get 4.
Okay. Starting to make more sense now.
I knew it would only take a little bit for us to...
So that's all I can do.
We haven't done any work tasks.
Oh, Jeb's gonna take a robot.
It kind of makes sense too with
Well, yeah, with
all
the
of these.
doubles.
That's what I was thinking of doing.
9. Great.
Well, yes, but this
That's
is +1.
good.
You could do the 4 and the 5.
And if somebody's got a 6.
Or a 3.
Yep.
Well, actually, I could do the 4 and the 5, and then somebody.
I can cancel out one of those requirements.
What?
I can cancel out one of those requirements.
So just one die does it? That's
Well,
great.
He can put it.
I
He can,
can,
Oh, you
I
mean
can
a whole-
cover
cancel that
seat.
out. I can cancel that out, or
Well, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
that means that's awesome.
yeah, I like it.
Wow. What does that?
One of his cards that
Ooh.
we don't know about.
That we don't know about.
I don't know.
I can't see it.
I don't know what the rules are about telling things about stuff
I
in
don't
this game either.
remember
I
seeing
thought it was a
anything.
cooperative game.
It is.
is.
But I mean, the cards technically are a secret. But
I think you're well within your right to say I can cover
Yeah.
a seat or.
I don't remember seeing anything in the
Oh,
book
no,
like
it
that was
doesn't say-
explicit
no,
like
no.
Gloomhaven, because
Yeah.
that was definitely don't say numbers and.
we'll move over to the mouth manufacturing.
So you draw 2 cards.
Is that the right one? Nope.
No.
I'm gonna move to the medicals. Sorry. I can't. Shut up, Gary. Alright, so what do I do when I'm there?
You place your thing back in.
I can't.
The other one's exchange.
Oh, that's right.
But it's
Okay,
not
so
in
my-
it. And
my
then
hand's back
complete
in
one
there.
Then you can
medical.
complete a medical.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3.
Oh, a big one.
Yeah, 1,
How
2.
big is the big one?
15.
Okay.
And
And that's the biggest I've seen. So.
Yeah.
6. I get 1 back for those, please. And I get 15.
That's why Mickey didn't care about getting 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, well, I did the same thing you did at the beginning of the game, and then it occurred to me, like, oh, this is a lot harder to complete these than I thought it was going to be, and I'm going to get a lot of negative points.
But getting the plus 15 means I can take a negative
then-
4 into my hand.
and then-
so,
And then Jeb will outrank me, and that would not be good. Private pile.
pile of what?
Gomer. He's Gomer Pyle.
Yeah. I want 2 of those yellow cards. Once per round per lab location, gain 2 additional resources of the lab type when seating your crew at a lab location where you already have seated crew. Oh, I have to seat a double crew. Oh, that's not as good. All right, but that's fine.
Not bad.
And
You just
then
do it. You can redistribute it.
I'm going to do this. I have this other one that at the manufacturing center, which is what that's at. I can spend 1 token less. Wait. Reduce the resource cost of your manufacturing center operation tasks by 1 token of each type.
Yeah,
I did
so
not read that.
2, 4, and 1.
And 2, 4, and 1. Blammo. That's pretty cool.
15.
15 points for purple, please.
Purple. So 35, right? Of course, someone's an overachiever. So I'm going to go here and get some of these cards.
I can look at everybody's like, screw those things this turn. We're gonna be so
It's going to be
hosed.
awful.
2. 22.
7.
So I go up to 24.
Where are you?
Yes.
Can we do it twice?
Once per...
Once per your turn.
Once per
turn,
your turn. Yeah. So if you did it, we don't
good.
need any more.
Alright, 4
Blam.
checks.
4 checks.
So we don't have to worry about that last round.
We've debugged the computer.
If something comes up and says lose the check mark.
So, Gary, I guess, or anybody want to help me with that? But I
Yeah,
guess
I've got the
Gary was
robot.
the,
6.
so spend 3 chips to do it, and purple and yellow go up 3.
Alright, purple goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. Yellow goes up 1, 2, 3.
We've done a thing.
Oh, this one costs no resources to do it though. That's kind of
Oh,
nice.
good
Oh,
point.
yeah.
But it's 3 die versus 2 die.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I thought you have the split if you want to use it on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he can negate the last one, so it would be 1 die.
Well, is your negation thing, does it say on your turn, or just when somebody's doing it?
Oh, no.
Unless there's a
Cover
specific...
1 crew seat of a critical task with a check mark. It is not required to be filled to complete the task.
It doesn't say you can do it on somebody else.
Right,
You have
so
to
I think
do it
you
on
need to
your
do it on
turn.
your turn.
Oh.
So do we know which? I mean, well, Jeb hasn't said that he wants to do that yet. He might want his die for something else, right?
Right, but I mean, whose turn was it anyway? Who was the last person?
Him.
Oh, so
That's why he
yeah.
was
That's
like,
why he's doing.
Well, I thought I placed
your
orange
9,
on there.
Your robot would do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're in the middle
we
of Jeb's
just
turn.
yeah, it's my turn right now.
Jeb-
Well,
I were doing that.
I would. Okay, I'll
That's
just
fine.
wait for my.
I mean,
next
we can
turn
wait
then.
till it comes
next
around.
turn.
oh, I thought it was.
I
I'm
thought I
sorry.
could do
I
it
thought
at
it
any
was.
time because it didn't say do it on my turn.
Well,
All
I
those
think
cards are on your turn.
they're all on your turn unless they say on someone else's. Okay. So yeah, for my turn I did that. So now it's your go, Mickey.
Oh, sorry, Jim. I thought for some reason I don't.
That's why I was confused. I was like,
I'm confused too. I confused myself.
So Mickey, you could spend your 2 to get your robot.
yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize the limit for robots is 2.
I could do that, couldn't I? That would be pretty sweet. Is that just all it says? Is it all this gibberish
That's a
just
lot of
telling
words,
you
I
about
don't
the
know.
die?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you get the die, you roll it. If you get a 1, you can put it on
Put it on
whatever
any
you
number.
want. And then when we pick up crew, you put the robot back.
Oh, it's not even.
I can still do it if he
You can
blocks
still
that.
do that.
Actually,
Like a
mine's the better.
1-2.
Mine's the better one to do it with. Honestly,
I think I'm going to do the thing where I get my robot back. Hoping to get an even number.
wow.
So that clears another task too, right?
It does.
Or it gets him a
on
lot
computer.
of stuff.
Probably better for tasks, I think. But
There goes the check mark. Then that goes on the bottom.
This goes on the bottom. And then
And when he places the dude,
Crossroad.
crossroads that
Oh,
deck.
you're right. I got the wrong one. No.
negatory.
oh, but I go up 3.
Yeah. That's the good part about not asking for help is you don't share the.
Yeah, but you use 2 of your dice too.
That's true. So this game is kind of cool with all the balancing of
There's a lot to
pluses
think
and
about.
minuses of everything.
I kind of want to use my robot to get data.
Go ahead.
So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5, rounded up is 5. But my sensor calibration, robots don't count as crew, do they?
Nope.
Yes, they do. It's crew quarters. Everything's in the crew.
Oh,
No.
all your dice are crew.
Officer, colonist, robot are all listed under crew quarters.
Well, maybe
That's
it
true.
is.
It's officer, colonist, robot are all crew.
All right. So the first crew from my barracks seated at a science lab this round. Is that a silent?
It
that
is science lab.
Gains 3 additional computer chips.
Nice. So you're getting an 8,
So-
was it?
Yeah, 5 and 3 is 8.
So, boom. I will go up 3.
So I could robot this one and get 3 victory or merit points and complete that.
You sure can.
Alright, so all
Oh,
critical tasks.
We need to spend 3 from here. Did we do that for this one?
Yeah, I did
You
that.
did,
for that
okay.
one,
And Mickey's doesn't need to spend.
Wow, I can't. For some reason, I thought we weren't gonna get that done this time with all the stuff we were doing in there. Holy cow! And we got the check marks.
Did you go?
yeah. I have no
Oh, you
clue.
have none. I'm going to place my guy here. So crossroad. card.
Crossroad.
And I gain 5 nuts and bolts.
No.
And I can play this card, which discard any 3 resource tokens from your barracks to gain 5 of anything in return.
Discard how many to get 5?
3.
3 to get 5.
I had
Wow,
that
that's
earlier, so
awesome.
they've repeated that card at least.
It has to be the same or just any combination of...
Any combo of 5. I guess I'm taking...
Well, you've been awful greedy over there hoarding all your stuff instead of helping out the crew.
I helped
You've
out
laid
early
down.
on.
Man, you know
cards.
what? If this was dead of winter, I would have you voted out again.
I know you would. I'm surprised you didn't vote me
I
out already.
can't yet. I'm working on it. Can I go on the 3 spot over there? Because it's 1 greater, right? That's the one that it has to be 1 greater.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I get 3 of those tokens.
You do.
I'm gonna hoard them to myself, people.
Okay.
Hey, we got none in there.
Yeah, well, I'm keeping them.
Looks like it's over to Jeb.
Oh, everybody.
We're out of dice.
So
Yeah.
You called orange on that? Okay.
Some of us
Because
are
I can
doing
actually
stuff for
do
the
something
team.
that might help with that. So I can place this here. So
Get 2.
draw 2, and then I can complete a card, which is going to be this one. Pay 4 and 2. And it says, when you complete this task, you may look at the top card of a deck and either return it to the top of the deck or discard it. So I want to look at the top card of that. And you called orange, right?
I did.
Keep it on top. And I gain 9 merit.
Yellow.
You may play this after you complete a data center operations task, which that was. I gained 3 more merit.
Nice.
And I think that's it for me.
Mickey's got a die.
I do.
Sorry, Cutter has a die.
I do. For my next trick, I will go and gain 2 more, I guess. That really sucks, only 2.
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to put your dice somewhere else for different resources.
It does, but I kind
But
of
yes, I know.
need them.
Then you get out
Unfortunately.
crossroads.
Oh yeah, darn it. Don't, well, sometimes those are alright. Is it going off?
I don't know. There was a sabotage already. That was kind of bad.
No.
Alrighty. I think
That's
that's
everybody's?
it. That's everybody, so
Back of the book.
back of the book.
System
Critical
failures.
task cards have not been completed. We got them all.
Nice.
Crew retrieval. Does anybody have any end stuff before that they need to look at before we pick up the die?
No.
I do not.
Okay, so robot goes back. Update status. Seats are cleared of disabled. We have no
Markers.
disabled.
We do.
No, that's a failure. And seats are covered by failure markers for downgrades. That's a downgrade.
So it's saying to clear out all the purple.
Right, so that's a
then
temporary
place
thing
them.
and then right.
Okay, so we just haven't seen that effect.
End of the round effects occur. Anybody?
Nope.
Followed by end of round plot advance effects. That's not happening yet because we're not on the pause button. And it's not the final round, so we move the marker up and we start again.
Which is flip these.
4 of them.
Yep,
Oh, and this is the part where that card comes into play.
right.
1,
Oh.
2, 3,
He picked orange.
4. All right.
He removes one of them.
Yep.
And then it is
He's got to place
roll
a
crew.
person.
Choose division right now. Next round after the roll crew step. So. After the roll crew step, place one of your colonist die into the recovery room. So that goes back into number 1 if it matters. If there are 2 or more critical tasks with the division I chose, which there is, we discard one of them now.
That's 6.
Get rid of that
Oh.
6. Shoo!
It cost me a die, but I got rid of the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
alright, that's not bad.
What would it cost the group 3 die to get rid of that card?
Is this out of the game?
What is that?
The
crossroads.
Things, they just
No, the crossroads go out
Oh,
if
they
they
do?
I thought
trigger.
somebody said
Yeah.
something about that.
If
If
it
it goes
goes off, it's
Gotcha.
out. Which is it's way different than the other ones because they're almost forcing you to get
Right.
some of the stuff that affects the players, which is really cool.
So, I am still first for the whole game.
Yeah, nobody wanted to dethrone you.
Alright, I need 3 of those.
They're behind.
And I'm going to be greedy and keep them.
Of course you are.
I think since the 4 check marks have occurred, everybody's going to just be greedy from now
You
on.
think so?
I'm not
Anybody,
going to be completely greedy.
anybody want to use their 5 or 6 to knock this one out? I got the 4.
I don't have a 5 or a 6.
I can do a 6.
Yeah, I can do 5.
Alright, and then that's vials.
3 vials.
What was this, a
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, it was a 4.
We each
You
get 3.
I think nobody wanted to call another meeting too because nobody wanted any more damn cards
Right.
this time. Everybody's like, I don't want another meeting.
Well, now that I understand more and more, yeah.
Oh my god, right. I'll put a 6 here, so that's 3. Plus
5.
2 is 5, and my ability adds 3 more, so 8.
3 more. Wow.
Mhm.
That's a good one to have
It's
gotten.
powered up. That's
I
why
know. Put that on the nuts and bolts thing. That gives me 4, right?
Yep.
It does.
And sorry, people, keeping them. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pull all it. Yes, I am. No, I'm not.
3 nuts and bolts. And I'm keeping it.
I get 5 vials.
How'd you get 5?
This gives me 2 more.
Okay.
Place there and draw 2.
Each other crew currently seated at the chem lab gets 1 additional vial.
Oh yeah.
So you would get 1 for
Oh.
me.
Yep,
going
for
there.
placing.
Does that happen for power division? For
I know each one's different.
Yeah, they're all different. Alright, and then I can complete a data center task. So I will pay 3, 4, 5, and then 2, and then 3 to get 15 merit.
dang you,
15
Jebs.
And your orange.
Yep. When you complete this task, you may discard any player's purpose type mission threat, which I don't think we've actually seen. Any
Yeah, I
of
don't know it, because I had that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. When you complete this task, you may discard any player's purpose type mission threat. And we haven't seen any threats or anything like that yet, so...
Yeah.
And then I will also play this unexpected solution, which will put a check mark here.
Ooh, nice. The manufacturing?
Crossroad card?
Is there an order? Do I finish that before the crossroad card? It hasn't mattered yet. I guess we'll look it up if it matters.
In the other game, you pause it,
Okay.
but
That's what we've been doing so far for
Yeah.
here.
but it doesn't matter.
Not going off?
No.
Okay. And then, what is the thing again? I forget.
Draw 2, keep 1.
Okay.
Which those are the best. I like them a lot. The blue ones are cool too, though.
Oh, what a nice one to get.
Yeah, but
I can't believe I got this off this draw.
we're not doing good with resources. Like, do we have... Yeah, y'all have nuts and bolts.
Isn't that beautiful? Reduce the resource cost of your manufacturing center operation tasks by 1 token of each type.
That's the one I have.
I know, and I'm going to use it right now.
Right?
To use 3 of these and 1 of these to get 9.
For green.
Yellow or green. Yes.
I mean, if you want to move yellow up, that's fine.
When you complete this
Yellow's
task,
enough.
you may look at the top card of a deck and either return it to the top of the deck or discard it. I don't know that there's any...
Unless you're planning on going to like blue or yellow
Right.
again.
That's
I looked
true.
at that one because if our mission, or Gary's
Or
thing-
even this one. Because you could. It's top of the deck.
or if you want to go get more cards.
Oh, no. I guess I can look at that. Yeah, I place this.
I'm going to go here. Do I get an additional one or is it just other people?
Other people.
Each
so I
other
get one.
crew.
Okay.
So
But-
I-
You get 1.
so you get 2 and
I
I
get
one.
4 because this card gives me 2 additional because I've already have somebody seated there.
I could have done that.
And how do I complete a card in that color? Do I have to go to the bottom part?
Medical center, yeah.
Okay.
No, no one else is doing them. 2 plus 1 is 3.
Nice.
You get 3.
Oh, I need to spend these.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
I am going to put this here.
Oh, this kind of sucks. It's only 4 rounds on it. Like,
So 6.
I
I'm 1
I
short
don't
on
have
this.
enough people to
but
play
I can-
D&D, so I'm going to play D&D.
I can play
Wow.
upcycle, reduce the cost
That's not really
of an
true.
operations task.
what?
I go up 12.
You go...
Dang, Jeb!
So that would be 16.
Yeah, he's over there not helping anybody, hoarding all his money.
Right.
not
I've been
helping.
helping the team. Nobody's knocking out that last
Did you
one.
see Jeff?
Look,
Did you see Jeff?
I have
Anytime when he went on those, did he donate
Three
anything?
dice.
No, keep them all for myself. No, keep them all for myself. Make other
With
people
that
pay.
one, and I put a check mark.
Did
so-
you pay for the stuff?
No.
Exactly.
But look, I'm playing a card, double duty, with its owner permission, Steve. You can retrieve a previously seated colonist and return it to your barracks, and you may re-roll it.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter which one from the re-roll it.
I am helping.
You're not.
I am.
You're not.
Don't be mad because you can't top officer me on the first round.
It's a 1. Ouch.
You could use it for your robot, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Well, some places it doesn't matter what the number
I
is.
can use it here too.
And then I will place here again. I will draw 2 cards.
You're hoarding all those cards.
I am so happy.
Mhm.
I reduced the resource cost of my manufacturing center operations by any 3 resource tokens.
Instead of 1 of each.
So I reduced
So
this
instead
by
of working
2.
on those, I could have been working on my stuff.
and this by 1, so I paid 3, so I get 9 over there.
Yeah.
Green.
Here, green. So 47.
So I'm up. I'm going to go to the infirmary and get my die free, right? Well, it goes,
Oh, is that?
goes to a seat.
Oh, sorry.
I want to see this.
So I get my 1
Why
die.
is? Why is it? Oh, we went through that deck
I
already.
think so. Isn't that what happens when I place over there? Jeb's shaking his head.
So that was sitting in there because you placed it at the beginning of the round, right?
Oh, no, I don't get it. But
Right.
That's at the end of the turn. I
Yeah.
get
So when you place this here, you'd actually put this back in here.
it. Okay, put that back in there. I'm going there.
Oh,
I
to
need
complete a
complete,
card?
yeah.
Okay.
That's a really interesting mechanic to get. You can't get your stuff
Easily,
quick.
yeah.
You get 1 quick, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
15 points for purple. I can't join you
Anybody want to join?
We don't have to take cards if we don't join.
You have to
That's
take
correct.
one. Oh, yeah.
No, we
yeah.
don't.
If you join, you have to
I
take
know,
at
and I'm
least
not joining you,
I
Jeb.
know.
Who's your person?
Oh, my person is Zhang Li.
Oh, Zhang Ling?
Yeah.
Oh, it triggers.
Yes!
I hope it's bad.
Oh, I hope not.
Can you believe this exists? Ling asked breathlessly. Your Snoopy M-E-N-T-E-E Mentee? I have never heard of that. Your Snoopy Mentee?
Should it be mentor?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mentee.
Mentee is
Yeah.
a mentor.
Mentor, someone
Okay,
being
she's your...
Oh, she's super energetic about me being her mentor and she
Okay,
being the
so
mentee.
she has discovered an illegal sculpture in a rarely traveled corridor near stowage. Built into the wall as if it's part of the ship is a nondescript human figure cast from fiberglass. The figure is posed as if struggling to escape the wall, but wire cables emerge and coil around it as if the ship itself is trying to swallow the person whole.
Oh, no! We're so screwed.
The piece is undeniably stirring. My God, you whisper, half in admiration and half in horror. I know, gasped Ling. Word has started to get around that this thing exists. I'm dying to know who made it. Option 1. You said people are coming by? Let's check the pulse of the ship. Hearing what the colonists are saying can help us choose the next course of action. Option 2. I'll authorize you to investigate because I know you will anyway. I'd like to know who did this too.
Option 2.
+1 on the heart.
So right, CB8. Come on, Zhang Li, find the problem. So how many do I draw? 2 times +1, so 3.
3. You're the only
And I have to
sucker.
keep
I mean,
one.
yeah,
Well, I
that's
guess
negative points for you. Why?
He needs cards for one of his objectives because he has no things to
But it's
spend.
negative points.
You don't know what it is for him.
I
That gets
know, it's
shuffled
more
now.
points than it is negative.
That's it for me.
He could have had a thing that said have so many uncompleted things in his
Cutter.
hand for all we know. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And then I draw 2 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't draw that one, but I'm going to keep it because I know what it is. But this could be better, so I should look.
Yeah.
At least look.
Shut up, Chip. Reduce the completion cost of a critical task or an operations task by 3 resources, so I'll reduce that by 3. And it'll cost me 1.
Nothing.
What?
You can also reduce it by 3.
I thought that was manufacturing.
That's manufacturing, yeah.
You're correct.
So that costs me 1 and 2. And that gives me 9.
9 for the green.
Steve's got one more.
And that's a blue. Or, I mean,
Little crossroad.
officer. Officer seated within computer division.
Ooh, you sat in the
Somebody
computer.
else want to read it?
Sure.
I don't care. Not you.
Sure.
A colonist leads a heated discussion at a meeting table, presenting their research for debate. I know that Karen's model suggests that a population of 500 is the viable number for the prolonged health of the colony. Oh, we're going to start pushing people out the air hatch. But I'm telling you, that model is wrong. I've been running this simulation using our actual habitat population diversity data, and it only ensures genetic viability over 20 generations. That's fine for the journey out, but not for the colony's continued survival. The colonist leading the discussion notices your approach and makes room for you to view the research, pausing for you to comment on their conclusions. Option 1. Granted, it's a good sim, but it doesn't apply Karen's estimate for genetic research and development. Apply that to your model and we'll talk. Option 2. Karen must have a different population behavior plan for after the colony is established, something that changes the data of your viability projection.
1.
Plus 1 brain.
Alright. So I'm going to donate 6, which moves me up to...
So I got no dice, everybody's got no dice.
No dice.
Alright. And we did do that, so we'll put that right there. Alright.
System.
Critical task cards that have not been completed now trigger.
So green goes down 1.
Yep. Crew retrieval. I don't know if it matters, but we can do it. Does anybody have anything before we pull the crews
Oh, I
off?
do.
Okay.
After player turns step around, have 1 crew seated at operations, and have more of your crew seated within the computer division than any other player.
And you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that one.
Alright. And so we can take them back now.
So just I'm going to be up? Or you get a star?
A star. Yeah.
Seats are cleared of disabled markers and seats are covered with failures, so that will
one
have
gets
a
a failure.
failure.
If it matters.
We don't know yet,
Yep.
so we'll just put them on just in case. End of the round effects occurred, followed, so this is the end of the round, right?
The advance.
Yep. We have debugged, because we had the thing, so we're going to advancement section 1.05. 1.05. Debugging the code is neither fun nor easy, but your efforts eventually produce results. You discover a computer virus has been installed into the operations task code program, spawning the creation of operations tasks designed to disable Karen and your robots in various ways. The operations program is automatically closing and deleting these tasks nearly as fast as they are created, but the sheer number of files being written and deleted is causing data corruption. Karen, can you identify the source of the virus, or who is Commander Avery Duran, who this Commander Avery Duran is? The virus was introduced into the system from an uplink with a loading robot in ship's stores. Karen replies. The same unit that was decommissioned and destroyed for its malfunction. Regarding the query of Commander Avery Duran, I have no record of that name in the ship's manifest. A computer virus doesn't spontaneously come into being, one of you points out. There is ill will aboard our ship. So, special setup. Retrieve rule cards B2 barracks selection and B6 the mission from pack B. Open envelope T, open TD. These will now be part of standard setup for each upcoming episode until instructed otherwise. End of episode. Mr. Hoarder Man over there.
I only have 3.
Whatever.
Yeah, if you had donated, I would have met my goal.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's all about me. I can see where this is gonna go during this game. Out the airlock you go, buddy. Alright.
So should we do these things
You know,
first?
I'm thinking Jeb's the one who put the virus in.
I know!
He seems to be all about himself.
He is! This is how he plays all games. If this is not the last episode, save the ship log, locations, and rule cards that are in play for the next episode. Store each player's officer perk.
You don't have a perk.
Nope. And crew cards for use in the next episode. If a player has a crossroad card that says keep this card, save that for the next episode. So I guess we don't have anything to keep, right?
Where'd you start
Well, we might
reading?
get perks.
Prepare
before.
next episode?
How about you start at end of episode?
Oh.
Yeah, we might get perks
The-
before the end.
At the end of the episode, perform the following set. Record merits. Each player that has any operations task cards remaining in their hand deducts the card's merit penalty from their merit point total.
So I go down 4 because of the ones in my hand.
I go down 3.
I go down nothing. Then use the notes section of the ship log to record the average merit score for all players. Determine the average by adding each player's score together, dividing by the number of players. Do you want me to calculator this?
Sure.
Equals 51.25.
So is it rounded?
Well, then I would say 51 because you round down with 0.25.
I'm writing 51.25 because
Just
I have
in
the room
case.
for it at the moment.
Alright. Officer rewards. Any player that earned 50 plus merit points gains a rank and tracks this under their officer name on the ship log.
So
An
3
X
asking
on
ranks. Do we fill in the first one, or is that already given
That's
to
already
us?
That's
given
already
to us.
given.
So Cutter gets a rank, Boozey,
McGee.
and Thomas the 7th.
Any player that scored fewer than 50 merit points underlines their current rank on the ship log.
So you got a bar.
If this would be the third time underlining that rank, instead they gain a rank. Each player determines which officer star awards they qualify for. These are found on the episode objective and personal objective cards.
So mine was in the episode with power system of yellow or better at the
Which we were.
yellow place, so I got that one.
And mine had the
green
biosphere
one.
with, right, so I got 1 star for that.
Mine, I had to end the episode with no more than 4 D grade steps for all 3 systems. So we only had 2.
Did you get one of yours?
Yeah, I got 2 stars total.
Oh, nice. Once the awarded star numbers are determined, each player may spend their officer stars to acquire up to 2 new officer perks, which are these. When acquiring a new officer perk, a player may first discard any number of their current officer perks, reduce the cost of the new perk by half the star value rounded down for each discarded perk.
For the plot
Those
ones,
things?
if-
Yes.
Well, this one I think was if
Each player receives 1 star if the episode is completed without incurring any setback effects.
right. So
And
we
we
all
get-
get a star from
So I
that.
got 3. top officer. The player with the most merit earns 1.
Jeb.
Record the top officer's name in the ship log next to the episode number.
So, put Jeb, not Boozey.
I'm from a proud lineage of McGees. There's Drunky McGee,
Boozey McGee.
Tipsy McGee.
Oh my gosh.
This also says to record the current brain or heart.
So we're at 1 heart.
Well, I think that's coming. A player can have a maximum number of perks equal to their current rank level. All players begin at rank 1, Ensign, with 1 officer perk slot available. A player cannot acquire a new perk if they are already at the maximum, unless they first discard the perk. After acquiring new officer perks, each player uses the note section of the ship log to track how many stars they have remaining. These stars carry over and can be spent at the end of future episodes.
Award each player a star for each full set of 25 points they have. So I'm at 5.
You got all 3 of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you were greedy the whole game.
No.
Yes.
I had to do certain
Yes.
things.
No, you didn't. I am so going after all of my stuff next time and could care less if you get any.
You have
the
7?
ship can burn.
Yeah. Who's the one who didn't buy their check mark? Because I had to buy 2.
I got a robot just so I could do one. Then he keeps his and goes over there and buys his stuff. Oh, look at me. Look at me.
I actually had stuff to do all these things. You just did it before I could. So.
Co-op game. Somebody else could have wanted to get something. Yeah.
Not having
not anymore.
cost me.
Never again. So anyways,
So yep, you got 4.
I got 4.
on the ship log under the condition section, check off a box for each status indicator marker at critical. None, right?
None.
Retrieve rule cards B2 and B6.
Open envelope T and open pack TD. They will now be part of the standard setup for each upcoming episode.
T, you said?
Envelope T, yeah. And pack TD, is there a difference?
I think the packs might be the big ones.
Barracks selection, new rules. Game setup. Each player may now select their barracks during game setup instead of random assignment.
Oh, so we switch?
Apparently.
And
If multiple players choose the same barracks and cannot come to an agreement,
Yeah.
the player with the highest officer rank has priority. If the players are tied, determined by a random die roll. Other rules. The mission. The mission envelope T tracks the status of the mission and holds the mission threat deck. Is that this? Is that round start. Prior to the critical task step of each round, deal 1 mission threat card to each player face up. If you must deal a card and the deck has been exhausted, shuffle the face up discarded deck to form a new deck. Group seats on mission threat cards. Mission threat card group seats are identical to other group seats except for the player owning the mission threat card must contribute at least 1 die when dice are being seated to...
Guess who's not going to help Jeb on any of his mission threats? This guy.
System failure setup. During the
You weren't going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I helped you beginning of the game, and then you hoarded everything.
No.
During the system failure step, mission threat cards with group seats are evaluated. Cards that are not completed degrade the mission status by the indicated amount. As the mission status degrades, all players suffer the listed penalties, merit penalties. If the mission status is degraded by more than 1 step, apply the penalties of each step along the way. The episode will indicate if any additional effects are triggered by a degraded mission status. End of the round. At the end of the round step of each round, discard the mission threat card face up to the bottom of the mission deck. End of episode, check off a box as usual if the mission status is at critical. Mission does not trigger rules card B1 failing systems.
Add crew relationship cards. Add the cards listed in the crew log section of the ship log to the crossroads deck. We already did that? Or
No,
no?
those two.
We didn't do that yet?
CB4,
Okay.
CB8.
Cross off the card entries in the crew log after doing so. If this is not the last episode, save the ship log, locations, and rule cards that are in play for the next episode. Store each player's officer perk and crew cards, which is those, right?
Yep.
For the next episode. If a player has a crossroad cross card that says keep, do that. So we don't keep anything except... So these are going to we get new of these too? We play a different location next time?
It
We get
said
to
we
pick
now
them.
get to pick.
Oh.
If people
And
can't
And if we
disagree, then...
can't come to a conclusion, whoever is highest rank,
So it's almost like a little drafting thing.
and then
Except
we'll
somebody
come to a
has,
die roll.
except we have to listen to Jeb because he's a jerk and
You
doesn't
three
play
are the
with the
same
team.
rank though, right?
Yes.
All about winning in a co-op game. I don't
If
ever
we
want to
argue,
hear
we
it
come down
again
to a
from
die
you.
roll.
I'm stuck with whichever one y'all don't want.
Because you're the team player.
Because I'm the Sarge, y'all are the stinking commissioned officers. I'm the NCO.